Welcome to Stoic and 6-0, where we didn't just play the game, we master it. Today, we're diving headfirst in truth most guys never face. 99% of men skip this, but women, they eat it up. Sounds bold, maybe too bold, but let me shoot straight. Ever met a guy who checks all the traditional boxes? Got success, the clothes, the confidence, but still can't seem to build real lasting connections with women? See, attraction. It's not a booth surface stuff, not about your looks, your wallet, or even swagger. They're all magic. It's subtle and it's powerful. Most men miss the quiet cues, thosmal moments that spark serious connection. Once you spot these signals, you'll never look at dating or relationships the same way. Today I'm laying out 7 deep psychological shifts, rarely talked about moves that women secretly crave. No recycled nonsense. This blend of modern psychology and timeless stoic wisdom will give you a quiet edge most guys never tap into. Picture this. What if few could tap into her subconscious withdrawing? What if she remembered you long after you were gone, not because you kissed her, but because you were a quiet pull she couldn't shake? Here's the deal, though. If you don't grasp these deeper rules of connection, you're already behind. You could be sabotaging just without realizing. That's why I need you to stick around to the very end, because that last insight, it's the realgometer. Once it clicks, the whole picture shifts and satos. But before we get into it, if you're as serious about becoming the Kindoff Manwo gets this stuff on a deep arrival, go ahead and tap that like button, subscribe and hit notifications. Bashir at Stoic by Lena Soul. What talk about things most men never hear, but every woman definitely feels. Let's divine. Final thoughts. How to rise above 99% and become unforgettable. Now that we've covered these 7 subtle game-changing habits that Moss may never even think about, it's time to bring it home. Here's the truth. These soaring pickup tricks, they're not surface-level gimmicks. These moves come from a deeper understanding of yourself, of women, how people truly connect. When you pair small, intentional gestures with real presence emotionally, maturity, and masculine calm, start sending off a whole different kind, off energy. One that doesn't chase, doesn't tussle for attention, just draws her in naturally. This is what sets apart a top 1%. The men who women can't forget from the rest, who constantly feto the background. Let me recap real clear. That slow massage before things sheet up. You're telling her connection matters more than just the physical. You're grounded, confident, flirting with respect. You're a net, seeking her approval. You're enjoying the moment. That difference huge. Running your fingers through her hair at just the right time. That's not lust. It's presence. A gentle hand on her back in public. Not about control. About leading. Quiet strength. Protection without a word. That's toyism in motion. Being the Kalman core when life gets loud. That sticks with her. That's a Bonchus dream. Trigger light-hearted, mysterious, emotional, like whispering Yari in my mind even when I sleep. And yes, even the well-groomed beard. It's not just style. I take care of Michelle. I've got discipline. Stack these together and what you've got is powerful. Not showy, but strong. Chef feels it in the room, and long after the night ends, long after the texts stop, she still remembers how it felt to be near you. Here's the real kicker. Women didn't fall for the loudest guy. They remembereth one who made them feel seen, even insolence. They don't spet the man trying to prove he's worthy. They crave the one woe just is. So if you want to rise above the noise, don't perform, but present. Don't chase. Just stand tall in who you are. Practice these habits. Refine them. Lift them even. When no one's watching, cause and attraction isn't about tactics. It's about truth. Know what you can don't. If you're ready to change the way women respond to you, start right now. Start small. Pick just tone principle from this list and focus on it for Thuk. Whether it's the art off confident larding or just learning. Toe out into a room with calm presence. Those small daily reps build something's lied. Remember, mastering these moves doesn't make you fake. It makes you sharp, present, tuned in. It turns yo into the thick end of man. She doesn't just nod as boot trembers. You don't need touches. You didn't need tricks. You just need understanding. Psst. Now, you've got it. If you're still here, I already know some muffing about you. You're not like theist. If you're willing to dig deep, to peel back the layers to figure out what truly makes people tick. That alone, that already puts you ahead of the pack. But listen, knowledge without action useless. If you're serious about becoming a man who commands attention and earns respect, then start applying. Sharpen these tools, use them wisely, and never stop growing. If today's mesh at home, if it gave you a new way to think about attraction, then do yourself a favor. Hit that like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you didn't miss the next insight coming down the line. Because here on Stoic by Linusol, we don't skim the surface. Regina Thit became with us, and just become more attractive. You'll become unforgettable. See you next time. Stay sharp. Stay grounded.